There's only one thing predictable about COVID-19, and that is it will continue to evolve and find new ways to infect and reinfect. In fact, we're in the biggest surge since January 2022.
Unfortunately, we've got hundreds of people still dying from the virus every week. It's the leading cause of respiratory illness-related hospitalization, and that's regardless of your age or your health condition. Finally, important for people to know that there are millions out there who are suffering from long COVID. The more frequently you get infected and the more severe your infection, the more likely you are to develop long COVID.
The new KP variants account for most infections in the U.S. They're highly transmissible and easily conquering waning immunity. So the FDA has updated the vaccine for people 6 months and older.
It can lower your risk of hospitalization by 70%, and your risk of long COVID by about the same.
Seniors and those with chronic conditions are most at risk, but they're not the only ones.
70% of U.S. adults have at least one risk factor for a negative outcome if they get COVID-19. I'm talking about people who have diabetes or prediabetes, people who are morbidly obese, people who have high blood pressure, or if you're someone like me who has asthma, there's a 6 times higher risk of hospitalization if someone with asthma or respiratory diseases gets COVID-19.
So when should we get the updated vaccine to ensure maximum protection during the upcoming holiday season?
Protection against transmission lasts about 2 to 3 months. That's the same for the flu vaccine. That's why we typically try to time it before we see a peak, while you get your flu vaccine around October or November in anticipation of that December-January flu peak. Unfortunately, COVID isn't behaving like the flu. We're in a big surge right now. And if you haven't gotten COVID this summer, then my recommendation is that you get the COVID-19 updated vaccine as soon as possible to limit your chances of getting hit by this wave. If you have been recently infected, then CDC recommends that you wait 90 days and then get your updated vaccine.
Go to vaccines.gov and disease.education/finder for more info.